Bamenda City Mayor Reverend Paula Chombong matches words with action as they engage in an aggressive reconstruction of a befitting modern market of the Bamenda main market after it was consumed by white flames weeks ago. Also, her Honorable Kavayege Jibril and Masetnyat Difenji secures a landslide victory in both the lower and upper legislatures of Cameroon. This happened today as both men have been re-elected as Speaker and President of both the National Assembly and the Senate respectively. And life in Edzina, a locality in the southwest region of Cameroon, has been described by locals as that of the good, the bad, the ugly. But to what extent does this assertion attribute to that set town? We bring to you details on that information. Hello there, viewers of High Television. You all are welcome to High Prime of Friday, the 22nd day of March 2024. For presentation, I am attending Larry Kevin Tabot. We start off with one of our late stories. As we did mention earlier, the city mayor of Bamenda, in collaboration with the Bamenda City Council, have swung into action for the construction of a befitting new modern market for the Bamenda main market that was consumed few weeks ago by white flames. Paula Chombong opines that it is time for the city of Bamenda to have a new facelift. Let's take a listen to him in this excerpt of an interview done for us by our Bamenda-based reporter Peter Wingo.
I don't need to confirm that work has started. You can see for yourself that work has started. At least there are equipments and excavation and evacuation of rubble is going on, so you can confirm that.
Okay, then from here, Lord Mayor, what next?
Well, work has started now. We move on. We move on. We are not started. Neither are we starting. We've fallen. We are standing up, and we're going to walk, and we're going to run. We move on. There is hope in life. When hope is no more, there is no life. So we have hope that we'll move on from here. I'm not giving them any message of hopelessness. There's a life and there's hope as long as you breathe. The market is burned, but there's hope that the market will be rebelled and a better market than this. Hope, there is hope. I wish them the best in their strength, and I want them to hope that in no distant future the market will be rebelled. Thank you.
That was Paul Chombong, the city mayor of Bamenda, speaking there to Peter Wengo, our Bamenda-based correspondent. We take you to something else. Cameroon today joins the rest of the world to celebrate World Water Day on the theme Leveraging Water for Peace, a day that was instituted and set aside by the United Nations organization. That shows more light on the plight of many persons in the world for the need for them to get water. In the paper that follows, Aisha Mbeng tells us how difficult water is now becoming in most Cameroonian cities and towns.
Water, as they say, is the source of life. Being one of the planet's most precious resources, Cameroon and the world at large on this day commemorate World Water Day under the theme Leveraging Water for Peace. This day is observed each year on March 22 to promote the responsible use of water and access to safe water for everyone. Every day, people use water for drinking, agriculture, industry creation, hygiene, sanitation, and healthcare, which highlights the essential role water plays in our lives and how we can better protect it on this day, despite the challenge of poor management water by some communities.
One of the very first challenges we are facing is how people take care of the water we drink. There is a lot of mismanagement of people throwing waste around where we are even having our water to drink. This can be maybe true, like the water catchments around the water source. There you find a lot of litter. People litter a lot of containers wrapping around the place where you have good drinkable water where people can drink it without any problem. But if you go there right now, you will see a very high rate of littering around the place. But we have taken steps as far as fighting that one out, so we cannot leave the problem like that. We are organizing weekly campaigns where people go there and keep the place clean.
The global access to safe water Adequate sanitation and hygiene resources reduce illness and death from disease and lead to improved health, poverty reduction, and socio-economic development. So, collaborating to solve water-related issues creates positive outcomes and builds resilience to shared challenges, further encouraging sensitization and good water projects.
The water issue in Moya can be mitigated in the sense of harnessing the water that is in the community, in the municipality, and the good water management committees, so that at the end of the day, water will be enough for everyone. We have carried out feasibility studies. We have sought for financing to sponsor some of the projects like Bonakanda Primary School and health center, where we extended water of about 300 meters to the main connections.
The World Water Day, which is an annual United Nations observance focusing on the importance of fresh water, coordinated by UN Water. They promote water to be celebrated, inspired actions to tackle the global water crisis. The UN Water Corps focused on the World Water Day, supporting the achievement of Sustainable Development Goal 6, water and sanitation for all by 2030.
Water is life, as they said in English. We take you to the Southwest region now, where the Southwest Development Authority, SOWEDA, today organized an open door day and equally launched the planting season for the region for 2024 planting season in the courtyard of the State Developmental Institution in the town of Boya. The event that saw in attendance most of them farmers and members of Common Initiative Group who all turned out had to go homes with farm input and other agricultural materials in order to boost their productivity or output in the end of the season, as our reporter has more. The open door days and the first planting season launch of the Southwest Development Authority, SOWEDA, is happening on the courtyards of the institution as the diverse items and farm inputs are being given to farmers in the region.
The Southwest Development Authority, I think, is a lamb that the government has lighted in this region, and it cannot be put under the table. And for all the things that SOWEDA has been doing, it's important for us to let the public know. That's why our gates are open today. Doesn't mean that they are not always open, but we want to use this particular event to let people come and know what SOWEDA is doing. If you go around and ask some people what is SOWEDA, some of them will confuse it with SWELA, some of them will think that it's an NGO, it's a project, and all sorts of things that you will hear.
The day that saw in attendance some local authorities who highly appreciated and saluted all what SOWEDA have been doing to farmers by emphasizing on President Paul Biya's import substitution policy that has taken center stage.
I've seen the assistance given to the farmers. Our message to them is, first of all, we want to salute their effort. Despite the challenges, despite the environmental difficulties, they are on with their activity, and their crops, their production are getting better and better.
With the first assistance given to some of the farmers and different common initiative groups by SOWEDA, they couldn't hide their degree of satisfaction and appreciation.
Very happy for this particular gesture, where SOWEDA don't go on for we. We're grateful for the planting season. I will start the season in greater mood because of the gesture.
Items are very, very happy for it. This is the first year for me to discover such things like this. I've been happening that I've not always been one among them.
The general manager on his part is quite optimistic, and he believes this year's farming season will be different to that of the previous years.
Our objective is that people know more about us and they know what we're doing, and so they'll be able to take advantage of the services that SOWEDA is here to offer to the population of this region. So we trust that this year 2024 will definitely be different, because we should be getting many more people accessing our activities and our interventions.
With a lot of innovations and diverse activities brought to the fore by the Southwest Development Authority, all is therefore set for more productivity in the region's agricultural and rural development initiative to just get better. Beautiful engagement there done by the Southwest Development Authority. So we take you to one of our headlines. As we did mention, Honorable Kavayege Jibril of the National Assembly has secured a landslide victory as Speaker of the lower legislature of Cameroon, as he secured 153 votes cast, validating him as the Speaker of the National Assembly. This was done today in the National Assembly, while his counterpart, Masenya Jifenji of the upper houses of Parliament, equally had a landslide victory as President of the Senate. More with our reporter on that story, Tamfo Claudine.
The lawmakers of Cameroon's legislature today overwhelmingly voted the re-election of Kavayege Jibril for another mandate, this time around for the 32nd time, with some pundits who thought a new and fresh blood will be injected into the National Assembly. As the son from Mada in the Tokumberi subdivision in Mayo Sava division of the Far North region, Kavayege Jibril is a polygamist with 4 wives and dozens of children, as he secures 143 votes from the 153 vote cast, as he was the lone candidate barely few hours after his re-election as Speaker of National Assembly. Next door to the Senate, a similar exercise was conducted as Marcel Nyat Ndifenji too recorded a landslide victory as Senate President, with these 2 sons of Cameroon being voted into the legislature, as one of them is from the Far North region and the other from the West region. Many in the country being divided on the pedigree of persons, while others pleased with the choice of persons, as is therefore left to them to continue mounting the affairs of the country's legislature.
You are watching High Prime, and we are coming to you live from my main studio here in High Television. We take you to other news now. The South, we take you to this one where members of the Cameroon Association of Curriculum and Assessment, CASCA, has had an event on the campus of the University of Buea that stands as a means to re-emphasize on the need for assessment and curriculum to be taken seriously across the different strata of education in Cameroon. The ceremony that saw in attendance the president of the said organization, Professor Agbo Bechem Peter, for Dean of the Faculty of Education of the University of Bamenda, in the presence of his vice, Professor Margaret Nalova Endeli, alongside the Vice Chancellor of the University of Buea, was one that brought together all educational stakeholders on the campus of the University of Buea to chart the way forward when it comes to assessment and curriculum studies. More with our reporter once more. The different educational stakeholders of the various stratas of educational chain are on the campus of the University of Buea for the official launch of the Cameroon Association of Curriculum and Assessment, known for short as CASCA.
Cameroon Association for Curriculum and Assessment is an organization that we conceived to see how we can come together and benchmark on the way forward to improve on transferability of education in Cameroon from one state or Cameroonian state. Basically, we operationalize it in many forms, in editions, but the main idea is that we shall have a forum where we can exchange notes on our research findings on issues of curriculum and do best practices in assessment in Cameroon and the world over.
The Wonder Workshop that saw in attendance some fine academicians like Professor Emeritus Leke Tambo and a host of others who believe in the enhancement of curriculum and assessment development.
This organization, they be ready for join with all people where they get something to do with schools, for plan school program day. Because that is specialty for this organization, that so that any people, whether na ministry or whether na other governmental organization, them non-governmental organization, even private proprietors of schools, teachers, principals, headmaster them, if they want, we can look what they do for see how they feel improve on education for picking them where they for their school, then we be ready.
The Vice-Chancellor of the University of Buea, on his part, is quite optimistic and quite delightful for such an endeavor.
The logic of this association equally translates the ambition of teachers and professors in education, where they ensure that we have
During the session proper, the ladies and gentlemen of the prestigious occupation discussed on various grounds and sectors in curriculum and assessment domain for a healthier educational system of the country, Cameroon. When the professor speaks, the world needs to listen. We move over to community engagement, where the community stakeholders of Edina, a locality in the southwest region, have been called on the quality impact of services to users. This call was re-echoed by the Office of the Southwest Independent Conciliator yesterday in Edina, as the set persons had to go through rigorous training from officials of the Southwest Public Independent Conciliator Office. Alice Lekeliengo was there and acted as small.
The Office of the Public Independent Conciliator Southwest Region is leaving no stone unturned in ensuring good collaboration in attending to public delivery of users' services. Making another outing this March 21, headed by the Research Officer number 1 representing the Public Independent Conciliator, the office is out in a town hall meeting to examine how community stakeholders of Edina municipality can impact the delivery of quality services to users.
The focus was slightly different. It was about how the community stakeholders can impact on the quality of services delivery to citizens or the population. And it was to highlight that at the end, or ultimately, quality services delivery is not a one-way traffic or responsibility incumbent on only the mayors or the elected officials. The local stakeholders also have an important role to play, and we thought that it was important to bring them for a town meeting, for an exchange activity like this.
Which was highly attended, brought to notice lots of worries that is impacting the delivery of services to users.
Most of the things in the council they get to handle and we, so now we don't really know we are positioned how we say we face a situation among we are community we still we follow the council, we follow the DO or the commissioner.
Happy for the meeting. Yes, because I don't learn plenty. I don't understand some certain things the way I know be no one. Where at times I've been fit for even contact some of the council member them for solve me some situations them, but I need to be able because I be ignorant of that.
Do I can learn it's fine for me because if I get for some cartier, what's to do the worry me. Now no my way I will go complain so you can't do this thing.
Plans put for local council to see how best to deliver quality services to these users.
It was a successful meeting that we had here in this hall. I really appreciate the meeting and the reactions. So I'm going back home very happy that at least the population have understood some of the issues that they were doubting. Especially like the sanitation issue, a lot of garbages in the municipality that people have been complaining day and night. The issue of water, I think, is not a new thing. We have got so many information and complaints in the office, but we have been struggling to see what to do, and we have been working from time to time to see that the population have water.
It is worth noting that the Office of the Public Independent Conciliator Southwest Region is open to the Southwest community, as even those out of Buea can put through a call, and the office will act on it immediately.
We remain in the town of Edina in the Southwest Region with you, Alice Lekeliengo Ekome.
There's 2 people they go there, they can go for here, they go school for you. So that if any man come for that, they want cross, we will cross it. You can for any man go for that side to carry for that.
One of the main cause of livelihoods in this community is fishing, but the fishermen are facing challenges in their line of business.
Shama, this kind of thing where we do need them, or we suffer now for a year. First, we don't get place for sleep, for stay, because they destroy our things there, houses there for last combo. Destroy them, they didn't know, so it spoil them. Coming June, July, August, they will still come back. That one will destroy, we don't go stay. No place where we go stay. We will turn and reduce our fishing materials there. We don't get no one for Cameroon here. The net where you see also, if you need them for buy, now ride for Ghana. Outboard motor, Kalasovo, that ride to Ghana again. Even cock, all material there for fishing thing, na Ghana, where they used to get them. Even na petrol for take and go water, na Nigeria. We don't get no nothing for yet they use. Only thing we need them for our work there. Even boat, that contribute to do one. Ride for Ghana, do one. Ride for Ghana. First time we get plant the fire where we take and work our canoe there. Where they build canoe for here, like Kawu. Kawu no there again. You know they see no nothing again. That means we the total fishing materials down.
You know they for you only get it for even upward motor, nets, box, ropes, all this one. We need government, if you can open some big store, then all the equipment will be for inside.
Court, no they make a place where any officer they just take advantage to where he want to do. They do anything, do. I don't make at the place or business be passed for their family. Now the people don't know due to it. How do you know about it? Worried about come on, right? So like we come on camp, Nigeria camp. Department there are more than 8. They take money. Yeah, XT. You know, guys will take money. Working, I will take money from hotel. They will take money beach. Asian brand, you guys will take money. You know, guys will take money. So if you make a new
other business people in this municipality are also complaining.
We get some small problem with the worry for it tonight. The problem with the worry, like palava, like to go off mini. No, they understand. If you not feel we will be very happy for that one. Number 2, chop palava for it now, chop over there for it now. The suffer palava chop.
So most of the challenges that we are having at the beach here is the challenges of dirty, inhygienic. So I'm not comfortable when strangers like you come around and then see this mess. It is a very, very shameful thing. So that's most of the challenges that we are facing. That's what I'm pleading for most of the chief. The chief we have here to come and they send people to take proper care of this dish. Yes, to take measures of any person that is messing the dish. Because for me, I've seen a song until I'm tired. So I'm just looking at things like that.
Knowing the commercial nature of the municipality compared to the challenges the population is going through on a scale, it can be said that lots needs to be done in the Idinau municipality.
We talk sports on this newscast this time around in the Southwest Regional League. Despite the fact some matches didn't go through during the first day of the commencement of the Southwest Regional League, some 12 goals have been recorded in the set league, as we find out detailedly in this upcoming sports report.
Just like the first day of play scheduled for Thursday 21st, the first encounter between Istanbul and Gym Soccer did not hold because of license issues. The second encounter of the day between Sinodev and Kamjo ended on a 1-0 win in favor of Kamjo at the Moliko Mid-Sport Stadium. The game that saw both sides showcase same level of strength saw Kamjo, who received a red card at the 25th minute of play, dominates the game as Deep Apares secured the lone goal of the game at the 72 minutes of play.
Actually, when we came for the match, we were very prepared and we knew very, very well that we were going to be victorious. But before the start of the match, there were some small ups and downs because of the license issue. Actually, it's not our fault because we affiliated for everything since December. And the whole time, it's only yesterday that the FECAFOOT office had to call us that they have opened our system to check on our licenses and have not been approved for. So it's their mistake. But we thank God again after the agreement from the FECAFOOT also that we can take a photo or picture of our players so that we can play the match. And I was very happy because I really wanted to showcase the talent of my boys.
Over 5 astonishing saves from the globesman of Kamjo FA, his team was able to win her first 3 points of the season.
My inspiration was that avant the pre-season, we not do well for pre-season. So we come say plenty people, it depends say that very Kamjo, we make plenty error for pre-season. We any man knows if you just come joker pass, we'll correct some of our errors. That's why we always struggle for people 100%. Misses for the preseason, it will be fine.
Without letting any minute die down, Sinodev, who continue to struggle to file in an equalizer, failed to maximize her chances.
Oh, my reminder for this game it was because of the system that what happened today, the incident. They cannot say that those who don't have license will not play, and left players outside were already discouraged. And after, the administration will come again and say that people that don't have license can play. So most of them were already discouraged, sitting in the grandstand, have to go and call them back. They could not play as maybe we played the game in the beginning. No, my team played very well. It's just that we had a lot of chances. We squandered most of our chances, and the Kamjo team, they had 1 chances and they scored.
However, about 12 goals have been recorded with over 5 games not played during the first day of the Southwest Regional League, including 3 red cards recorded. Tomorrow, Saturday 23rd and Sunday 24th, sees the following fixtures of Match Day 2 of the Southwest Regional League, which the games will be played at the cities of Limbe, Boya, Tiko, and Kumba.
Viewers of High Television, with us story, this is where we conclude tonight's news package of Friday, the 22nd day of